We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Miles Sanders.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the option, it'll be Hurts. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Take over first.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And an Eagle
On 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
To the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Davion Taylor gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 32 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Giants 7, Eagles 0. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
At the 32-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go.
second down. It's Sanders. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brings up third down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a
excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Down at the 43-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Wentz now on first down. He'll fire deep, and this will be caught at the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 66 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. this up over the 25 to the 26.
Saquon Barkley.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let him know. Let him know. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want.
He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brought him down. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Let's get it.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, 57's right. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Wentz on third down. Looking deep for his tight end, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 67 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Giants 21, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 21. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, 72 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a toss right to Barkley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Tackle made right at midfield. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Wentz. Being chased out left. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
With the score, Giants 21, Eagles 20.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in base...
They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Gary Jennings there to make the grab. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. And this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back to throw. Jennings. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Gary Jennings, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Giants 49. Eagles.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
First down.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson, 65 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
To
Richie James, 38 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Giants 49. Eagles.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. Today's final score, Giants 49.